Good blessed Wednesday, June the 24th, 2026. It's about 5:19 p.m. I greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. Doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. Doesn't matter whether you're the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter if you're the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter if you're my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. Doesn't matter whether you like me, anything that I say, do, nor produce. That's your prerogative. Always remember, you have a First Amendment to the United States Constitution. A freedom of press, a freedom of speech, a freedom to protest, a freedom to gather, and a freedom to associate, as long as you do it all in a peaceful and non-violent manner. Now, if you're on probation or parole, you want to check with your probation or your parole officer to make sure you're not violating any parole or probation rules or regulation. If you're a felon, you want to check and make sure with the local law enforcement officials to make sure you're not breaking any local laws. I'm coming here today because I'm an activist, been an activist here in Southeast Missouri, living in Charleston, Missouri for the past 30 plus years. Been an activist probably about the last 50 years, since 1976. Now, what I'm looking into and trying to find answers, because some people called me from different places, St. Louis, Sikeston, Missouri, Charleston, Missouri, and other places to ask me to look into the death of a 44-year-old black man by the name of LLOYD GILMORE, who in the hands of law enforcement officials in Sikeston, Missouri, the Sikeston, Missouri Police Department. Sikeston, Missouri is in Scott County, the Boot Heel. He lost his life on June the 10th, 2026. The police, according to reports that the State Highway Patrol, Missouri State Highway Patrol, put in the papers, that the Sikeston, Missouri Police Department told them that LLOYD GILMORE came into the headquarters of the Sikeston, Missouri Police Department attacking or assaulting the police officers. They said that they subdued him, handcuffed him, then he got combative again, and he went unconscious or unresponsive. And they called EMS, the paramedics. They didn't say what the paramedics did, but they said he later died in a local hospital. I'm assuming it was Sikeston, Missouri, Mo Delta in Sikeston, Missouri. Now, it's a guy by the name of Kris Marshall said, I got 3 different videos of him. Listen to it real good now. I don't know if the police telling the truth or lying, but they body cams in their security cameras outside of the Sikeston, Missouri Police Department and inside of the Sikeston, Missouri Police Department should show what happened. Now, this guy, Kris Marshall, I got 3 different videos from him. One of them, when he was right across the street videoing a group of Sikeston, Missouri police officers in a few vehicles in a van. I guess they call it a paddy wagon. The paddy wagon in Chicago, where I come from, they're like a box. But if you listen to his story on his account, when he videoed, he said before he videoed, he watched them beat this man, tase this man, kick this man in the face while he was handcuffed. He said he watched this for 10 minutes. That's the video when he's showing the police. Now, one thing I didn't like about the way he addressed this brother that's deceased now, he said a nigga was running. But I'm going to leave that alone. because that's minute compared to the man losing his life. But you got to pay attention to him now. Now, when he made another one on his porch and he recounted it, you will hear a few different things. Then he made one at the NAACP meeting on June the 11th, right before the first protest on Main in Malone on June the 11th. And when they called him up, when the president of the NAACP, Mark Williams, called him up, because he said, you'll listen to him. He said, I witnessed it from the beginning to the end. Now listen to this. In that one, he said, I heard sirens. He heard sirens now. And then he turned around. And then he heard this individual hollering. He said he was on the porch. Now, he said he seen the guy running. Now, if he on the porch where I just illustrated from, there's no way he'll be able to see this guy running, nor would he be able to hear him hollering. But now look, he said when he got back, when he heard him hollering, he came down because when he watched him for 10 minutes, he forgot he didn't have his phone, and the guy was saying, brother, help me, help me. And when he went to go help him, the man hollered again, and he turned around. He said, brother, I'm going to get my phone. He said he went down there and got his phone. Now, when he heard the beating, he said he was sitting on the porch now. And we know ain't no way, unless he got bionic eyes and bionic ears, that he can hear the brother hollering or see the brother from that distance. But anyway, he said when he realized he didn't have his phone for that 10 minutes, he watched them beat him. He said, but he made it back in time where he seen them putting the man from the LLOYD Gilmore from the police truck to the paddy wagon or the van, and he heard the tasers going off. Now you listen to this real good. Now, most of this stuff that he said, he done deleted it. I don't know who lying, the police or this guy Kris Brown, but I ain't seen the police's side of the story as far as videos, but everything that I seen on Kris Marshall, it's no proof of who the police had down there. But pay close attention to what he's saying now, each one of them. He could be telling the truth, but if I was a judge, his story couldn't hold up unless I got body cams or somebody else showing what he said happened, because he showed no sign of LLOYD. And you can't be on the porch and down at the place, and you can't be on the porch in the 300 block of Greer and be down at the place at the same time. Either you seen it from the beginning to the end, or you ain't see a damn thing. I know some of y'all ain't gonna like it. You see what I'm saying? Some of y'all that's out in the world, in these gangs that kill up blacks, I look at y'all the same way I look at police killing innocent people, period, let alone blacks. I look at y'all the same way I look at Ku Klux Klans. You see what I'm saying? When you out here killing blacks, selling dope, heroin with fentanyl in it, killing blacks, y'all ain't no different than the police that they killed LLOYD Gilmore. I know some of y'all don't like it. I say a lot of things that people don't like, but one thing about it, I'm not afraid of y'all. I ain't afraid of the judge. The only thing I fear is God. Remember that. When they start making weapons, they never stop. You see what I'm saying? I'm not in a circle of people that do drive-bys. I'm in a circle, you see what I'm saying, of Navy SEALs, sharpshooters, and marksmen. People that ain't afraid to die. People that stand up for the little people. Do y'all understand that? I ain't saying I'm tough. But if you kill me, you got a whole bunch of other ones in the circle to kill. You see what I'm saying? You don't know who's going to be on your roof waiting for you. Find somebody else.
Today is Tuesday, July the 23rd, 2026. The time being about 8:37 p.m. I greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. Doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. Doesn't matter whether you're the richest or the poorest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter whether you're the proclaimed toughest or the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter if you're my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. Doesn't matter whether you like me, anything that I say, nor produce. That's your prerogative. Remember, you have a First Amendment to the United States Constitution of freedom of press, a freedom of speech, a freedom to protest, a freedom to gather, and a freedom to associate, long as you do it all in a peaceful and non-violent manner. If you're on probation or parole, you might want to check with your probation or your parole officer to make sure that you're not violating any of the probation or parole's rules or regulations. It's the same if you're a felon. You want to check with your local law enforcement officials to see whether or not you're breaking any local laws. I'm over here on Kings Highway and about the 200 block of Kings Highway, right down the street. This is the police station, Sikeston, Missouri police station. Right down the street here is, I believe, Greer Street, and where the car is coming down the street now, I believe that is Malone Street. Right here is the closed unemployment office right across the street from the police station, the Sikeston, Missouri Police Department. This is Greer Street here in the cross street, the street that I'm on. You can see, I believe it is Kings Highway. But I'm coming down to just say a few things concerning the death of 44-year-old black man by the name of LLOYD Gilmore. LLOYD Gilmore allegedly died in the hands of the Sikeston, Missouri Police Department on June the 10th, 2025. He was over in this area waiting on body cams from the police and cameras from the Sikeston, Missouri Police Department up here. It's a brother said he said he heard some sirens, and I believe he said he heard a brother screaming. Now, according to him, I believe he was at home, but if he was at home, home is way down there where you see them lights at, if that's where he was at. But for some reason, he came down in this area, and what he seen was, he said he seen LLOYD Gilmore come running from somewhere right where I'm pointing at, by the closed, the old Sikeston, Missouri unemployment office, which is right across the street, not even a hop, skip, and a jump, probably a half a hop, and you're at the police department. Now, he said he seen him running. Then he said he seen police hiding behind somewhere with a gun. And for some reason, he also said he seen right over here, they was chasing him. Apparently, they must have caught him because he said he seen them handcuff him right over here, and which is about 218 Greer Street.
This is Greer Street here, and that's King Highway. But for 10 minutes, he said he seen him handcuff him. Remember, he seen him running from here. This is the story of the individual. Every time I come, police, ain't no harm in it though. Police station is right here, but anyway, he seen him running from the old unemployment office, and apparently he ran over to this area right here where the police must have apprehended him, because he have a video with about 7, 8, maybe 10 police gathered, but you don't see Lloyd Gilmore, not in his video, which is 1 minute and 4 seconds. But he said he stayed here about 10 minutes. And for the 10 minutes, all right now, I don't know if the 10 minutes including when he seen Lloyd run from here now. You remember he heard a siren and heard some screaming. He don't live here. I met the people that live here. And from where I done my research, where he was living is down there, like I said, in the 300 block of Greer. Got to have some bionic ears, not to hear a siren, but to hear a brother screaming, and then got to have bionic eyes to see a brother running from here to there. Now, if you listen to his story on June the 11th, 2026, at the Lincoln University building here in Sikeston, Missouri. There go another police. But anyway, you would hear what he said. He said he heard the sirens and turned around, and then he heard some screaming, and he got here when he seen the brother running. Then when he seen the brother here, he seen the police beating and kicking him while he was handcuffed. And during that particular time, he said the brother looked to his left or then looked to his right, and he said a brother recognized him. Now, if the brother recognized him, the brother must have called his name, I'm assuming, if he recognized it. And you remember the brother's way over there where the white garage is at. And this brother that was videoing, if you look at his video, you'll see these markings here, and you'll see that he was about right here, because you'll see this, I believe it's a gas meter. You'll see that meter right there in his video for 1 minute and 4 seconds when he was videoing over here. Now, he said a brother looked over towards him and said, "Help me." And I believe he said he responded to the brother, and he ran. This is after 10 minutes. He ran home to get his phone, because he recognized that he acknowledged that he didn't have his phone with him. So he ran home. Home is not right here. Home is down, this is the 200 block of Greer. Home at the time was down the street about the 300 block. But he got back. Before he got back, he said he seen them beat him. First he seen them running, seen the police hiding. He seen a lot 9, 10 minutes, which I'm not saying he lying. He seen them beat him. He watched them beat him for 10 minutes. Him and the brother exchanged words. The brother must not have been getting beat too bad. He was getting beat, kicked in the face. I'm not saying he didn't now, but the brother was able to communicate with him from way over there to over here and say, "Help me." Now, he not only seen him beating him and kicking him while he was handcuffed, he said he seen them put him in one of the other trucks, then transferred him to the paddy wagon. And I'm almost have to be certain that he had to see that before he went back to get his phone, because none of what he said was in there in that 1 minute and 4 seconds. Now, I read what the police, according to the State Highway Patrol, told the police, which the Highway Patrol was requested to take over the investigation by the Sikeston, Missouri Police Department, which that's normal. But they said, several statements said that Mr. LLOYD GILMORE came into the Sikeston, Missouri Police Department headquarters. That's this right here. That's that building right there. Came in there assaulting police. Now, if what they said, hopefully it ain't like what this brother here said, because this brother here don't nothing substantiate what he said, because you don't see it. Not saying it wasn't true. But the police body cam from over here would be able to prove what that brother said he seen, them kicking him and all that there. And then the police department's body cams and the police department's cameras on the outside of the police department and in the inside of the police department and upstairs would be able to not only show what the police said happened, if it happened. I wasn't here. But if what they said happened, all of this should be recorded. It shouldn't be saying that didn't have their body cams on, or the cameras inside of the police department just happening to not be working on June the 10th of 2026. We should be getting the camcords, the body cams, the autopsy reports, the toxicology reports. And, I've seen some articles where they saying that he may have died, or he died from this terminology that they declare when somebody's death in the hands of the police, it's got something to do with anxiety. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what they did in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County in 2017. I believe it was May. When several sheriff deputies from the Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County Sheriff Department and some police from the Charleston, Missouri Police Department beat a black young brother from Nashville, Tennessee to death. And that's what they ruled his death was. But his mother did sue the Mississippi County Sheriff Department, Missouri Sheriff Department, and the Charleston, Missouri Police Department. I'm going to leave it at this. The autopsy, the body cams, photos of his body, because the first coroner from Scott County, which is the funeral director for a funeral home in East Prairie, Missouri. He's not a medical doctor. He's not a forensics doctor. But he said that the man wasn't shot, which didn't nobody say he was shot, nor did he have severe, he didn't appear to be severely beaten. He didn't say he wasn't beaten, but he said he didn't appear to be severely beaten. I'm going to leave it at that, y'all. And those that study saying that I get paid to do this here, I don't get paid. I don't normally have to prove nothing, but I can prove it to anybody. I don't get paid for Facebook nor YouTube. I come when people ask me to come. People from Sikeston, Missouri, St. Louis, and other places ask me to come, and that's what I do. And see, I don't care what color the person is that done the wrong, or what color the person is that done the right. I stand for truth. Peace, peace. We're going to take a little scroll down here where this individual that said he heard the guy hollering and he heard the sirens and he turned around. Now look how far he was. You remember where we just come from, where he seen this beating for 10 minutes. Now he had to run from all the way down here. This is before he even got his phone. Then he had to run back again to get his phone. Cause I believe he said, I'm gonna get it. Let me see, what street is this? I think this is Perry, y'all, or Prairie, one of the two, yeah. Now, he done ran from all the way down here, y'all. I ain't gonna say the exact house, but it's right up in here. This way he heard the guy hollering from way down here, y'all. I think I just passed the house, but he heard the hollering from way down here. I'm gonna leave that alone. I ain't saying he lying. They say he done deleted all his videos, but I ain't saying he lying. But the truth will be presented once them body cams and those police cameras in the police department and the photos and things come. Got somebody trailing me. Look like one light. I don't know, but I'm set to take anybody down 2, 3 at a time. Peace be still.
All right, sorry for the late record, y'all, but I just watched the police, all of them right there, beat the shit out of one black man while he was handcuffed, being stumped in his face, and tased at the same damn time. I didn't have my phone at the time. I had left my phone at the crib down the street, but I came back, and this was the aftermath right here, so I just wanted y'all to, shit, I guess shit, just catch the ending with me, shit. This is the ending, it's over with now, but, man, I just whooped this man for like 10 minutes on the ground, bro. I don't know what he did. I can't say what he did because I missed that part. I just saw the nigga running, and I saw them whooping his ass, and he was already cuffed and shit, man. It was a black man, so I figured I'd come back and get my camera. I just missed everything, though. I apologize, y'all. But, yeah. This type of shit we gotta deal with down here in the hood, man. In the end, man. And when I tell y'all, man, what I saw the whole thing from beginning to end, man. And I didn't realize that it was him, and I didn't even realize that I had took my phone out of my pocket because I didn't really plan on going down there, but something told me to go down there. And when I did, man, the shit that I saw, y'all, I've never seen nothing like that before in my life. I've never heard a grown man scream in agony like that. Like, I may have heard it on you know, movies and stuff like that, but to see that in real life and to hear that in real life, man, and to hear somebody screaming and asking you and begging you to help them, man, like you have no choice but to feel helpless. And that's exactly how I felt, man. I couldn't do nothing. The only thing that I can do was just yell at him, bro, just hold on, bro. I'm going to get my phone, bro. Just hold on. I left my phone. I didn't realize I left my phone. And to the Gilmore family, to everybody that's, you know, affiliated and things like that with LOG, I apologize to all of y'all, man, because that's where I slacked at. You know what I'm saying? I don't never leave my phone like that, and I slacked. And, you know, I apologize for that. I apologize from the bottom of my heart, man. I wish I had everything that I needed to have at that time, you know, but, you know, I can't take that back, man. But only thing I can do is speak my truth, man. That's the only thing I can do is speak my truth, man. Like, that man was handcuffed, bro. Y'all stumped that man in his face and tased him at the same time. Then y'all put him in a police truck. And then you took him out of the police truck. It took all 7 of y'all to move a lifeless body because he wasn't moving. He wasn't resisting to none of that. It took all of y'all. It took all 6 or 7 of y'all, however many was y'all it was. It took all of y'all to move their body from that truck to that van. Why did y'all move that from that truck to that van when the police station is right across the street? He just ran. The only thing he ran from from in between the old unemployment office and the police station is right there, man. And then, you know, it's that little cart lot right there. Y'all know where I'm talking about. That's Greer Street and whatever that street is right there with the stoplight. He ran from there, man. I didn't even know that it was the police already on foot. Man, listen, this nigga was like Call of Duty, because I didn't even know that this nigga was hiding in the cut like that. When he came out of the cut with that gun, man, bruh just fell to the ground, cuz, and it was over with after that, bro. And all I could do, man, was just run and get my phone, bro. I didn't even realize I didn't have my shit, bro. That shit, bro, I ain't never seen no shit like that, man. And I just feel like, bro, world needs to know that shit, man. So I don't give a fuck how a motherfucker feel about it.
He was supposed to just, you know, he presented the video when he was saying when he got there, but he didn't have his phone. He ran back and got his phone and was able to report the gentleman, the policeman. But anyway, the policeman, they still gathered together. But he was there, he actually saw it. If you want to stand in there, he's there, or just come up from the side of it. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I happened to be there when it happened. I was you can understand them. I saw it from beginning to end. And I actually did. I knew it would be real good. And my brother was the best friend. But I was sitting outside smoking a cigarette and in the street, basically the other way. And I heard the sirens go off first. So when I turned around, I saw him run which he was at the time he was behind he was running from the old unemployment product. So I was thinking to myself at the time, I'm like, I wonder what's going on, but I'm like, at the time I'm really not gonna go down there. I'm taking things out of my pocket and putting them in the course. I'm like, yeah, I really want to know what's going on. I go down there. So when I get there, I see him running. Now, I don't even see the other police that's already on foot and he's behind the building or whatever, so he come around the building, he pulled a gun. So he laid down. Now, I can get to the other side of the street, so now I'm watching. So, okay, he's laying down. There's a man behind his feet, there's a man in front of him, there's a man on the side, and there's four in front. The one in the back was paid, and the one from behind his feet was holding his feet crossed and was pushing him up so he couldn't move. The other one was handcuffing him. And the other four was kicking him and stuffing him in his face. And I'm thinking, I'm like, hey, at this time, I don't know it's him, so I'm just watching. I'm like, hey, they tripping. So, okay, all that's going on. So, the first guy on the left, he moved to the right. Now, OG is facing the right, so when he turned around and faced me, he sees who I am. I still don't know him yet. I don't know who this is. So he's like, bro, go give me some help. Give me some help. So I'm like, oh man, what am I supposed to do? Now I don't know what to do. So I'm like, okay. Let me get my phone and check my phone. I'm like, man, I left my phone at the house. I'm like, bro, I don't have my phone. Let me go get my phone. I run back to the phone. So as I'm running, I hear him yell, bro, help. And he stopped being serious. So I'm like, man, they tripping. So I go get the phone and run back. So when I get there, they now got him in the police truck. Both of the back doors are open. And the taser's going off. The taser never goes off. The taser's going off in time. So as the taser's going off, the panic button pull up. So all seven of them take the body out and put the body in the paddy wagon. Now, this time I'm already recording, as I'm recording and commentating everything that I witnessed firsthand, so you'll kind of get an idea of what's going on. But, you know, like, I've never witnessed nothing like that in my life. I've never witnessed a grown man scream out in agony for his life. I felt helpless. I didn't know what to do. And, you know, I made a video earlier apologizing to the family because I felt like in that moment I was like, I should have had my phone. Because I feel like not just the family, but everybody in the world needs to see what was going on at the moment. They needed to see what I saw. I've never seen it. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like right now, this is the time where everybody really needs to come together now. Because that was brutally, that was brutality in its purest form. That was pure evil. I've never seen anything like this. Like I wish I could witness that. I'm sorry that I couldn't get it from my video, but I got what I do.
Have you made any statements to the press?
No, not yet. I mean, I've talked to his lawyer this morning, and I told her that, you know, if she needed anything, and I told him as well, if anybody needs.
Now, y'all can take this video anywhere you wanna. You see, one thing about me, I'm not gonna delete mine. If I seen something where the police murdered somebody or somebody else unjustifiably murdered somebody, I ain't gonna take mine down. The only time I take mine down when I make mistakes. Now y'all pay attention to all three of them videos now. Pay attention to them.